What's up, everyone? Antonio Fletcher back at you once again with another video. Today, I'm going to do a quick video about a fallacy committed against pro-life arguments. It's called the genetic fallacy. For the benefit of those who don't know what the genetic fallacy is, let's take a moment to define it. The genetic fallacy is when an argument is discredited from the outset based solely on its origin and not based on actually focusing on any weaknesses of the argument itself. Such examples of this are: you reference that material from a pro-life website, therefore it is insufficient in its credibility. Or this authority you cite has a pro-life bias, therefore cannot be taken seriously. These arguments focus solely on the origin, a person, place, or thing, instead of the argument or information being presented by the pro-lifer. Any perceived defect in the origin is not evidence the argument or information in question is incorrect or insufficient. It is conversely fallacious for a pro-lifer to commit this fallacy by asserting something like, your source is from the National Abortion Federation, therefore not worth being taken seriously. It cuts both ways. As a pro-lifer, you must be diligent in prompting your research, as you can rest assured that the facts are on your side, as I've come to find out in the many years I've investigated where the evidence points. I recently did a hangout on where I dealt with this very fallacy. Listen to the following clip.
And then your second case, you go to another individual who it's his opinion that he's never seen it in his years in the medical field, who also has all these biases, who's conservative, pro-life, worked under extremely conservative administration in politics. So your evidence is almost non-existent. You provided a quote from somebody, and that is nothing compared to the vast amount of medical information that you can get out there if you just did a little research. And you said you haven't studied it, you haven't done college level or anything. So there's nothing for me to reason to believe what you were saying.
You commit a ton of logical fallacies here. Number one, you clearly didn't even pay attention to what I posted here in the chat here, because I posted a source from not only the quote from General Everett Koop, but also from a symposium in Dublin, Ireland, about these medical professionals who said abortion is not medically necessary in the context of like deliberate killing, since that's what we're talking about here. Now, you want to say that that Dr. Everett Koop worked under Ronald Reagan, and Ronald Reagan was like a conservative, but that doesn't mean anything. You're once again falling back on this genetic fallacy. That doesn't mean what he said was not true. That doesn't mean what he said was not credible because he was a conservative. So you cannot attack somebody's conservative views or who they worked under to impugn what they're saying, to impugn their expertise in the matter. You can't do that. You can't say, oh, this was associated with someone who was pro-life, therefore what he's saying, could be suspect. That's garbage. That is the genetic fallacy, and you've repeated it several times in this discussion. I come across such vacuous attempts all the time with pro-aborts regarding this fallacy. If you are a pro-lifer, it is very important you learn to recognize when this fallacy is committed. It is very likely one of the major fallacies you'll encounter. Well, that's it for this video, folks. Thanks for watching. So if you like this video, comment, rate, and subscribe. Until next time, take care, God bless, and peace.